Today, we're checking out the Flare Nier Automata 2B. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, let's get into it.
Our lips, they tasted like those cigarettes. Staring at the moon, we'd go to bed. In my arms, you're safe and sound, without a threat. And I can't wait to see what happens next. How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low? How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low?
Hey, what is going on guys? Welcome back to another video. So today, we're checking out the Flare Nier Automata 2B. So guys, this is an absolutely beautiful piece. I've had this since last year, and I've been super excited to review for you guys. So yeah, this is going to be a good one, and I really hope you guys like it. I also just want to take a second to thank you guys for all the support on my videos. You guys are the reason why I make YouTube videos, so thank you guys so much for sticking by my channel and for all the support. So really, thank you so much. If there's any video you guys want to see next, just leave a suggestion in the comments below, and I'll try my best to make it for you guys. So thank you guys so much, and yeah, let's get into it. Alright, and so first up, let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So we have some designs and logos on the game and the company. It's a super nicely designed box, I've got to say. Down here, we have some nice window displays to showcase the figure inside the box. So if you guys want to keep this figure inside the packaging, you can, and you will still get a very nice look at the figure. And this is also the deluxe edition of 2B. And here's a look at the back of the packaging. Once again, we have a super nice window display to showcase the figure. Alright, and so here's a look at the inside of the packaging. So let's take a look. Guys, I gotta say, this is a super awesome looking piece. I really cannot wait to check it out. And so here's a quick look at the accessories. So here we have the Android and the display stand, and of course the deluxe items are at the back. And down here we have the instruction manual on how to assemble the figure. Let's go ahead and get the figure out of the box. So yeah, stay tuned. Alright guys, and so here we have the figure out of the packaging. And guys, I've got to say, I am absolutely blown away by how amazing this figure really is. This has got to be one of the best anime statues that I've ever picked up. It's just so nicely sculpted, nicely painted. I mean, just every little bit of detail is so nicely done. I'm so impressed with this piece. I also think the statue is super screen accurate to how 2B looked in the game. There's nothing that I can really complain about on the statue, which is really good. I mean, it's pretty much a perfect statue in my eyes. So yeah guys, let's go ahead and take a closer look. Alright, and so let's take a closer look at the figure. So here is the head sculpt. So as I mentioned guys, this is an absolutely beautiful looking statue. The figure is made out of PVC, so it's super high quality. The sculpt is really crisp and clean, which just helps to pick up every little bit of detail. I've never seen detailing quite like this on any other PVC figure out there. I love how they did the skin. It's very clear looking, and it actually looks quite realistic, as crazy as that sounds. I also really like how they painted the lips. As you can see, the lips are painted a very light pink type of color. And the hair is also super nicely done as well. As you can see, you can really make out all the strands of hair just sculpted in there. And of course, she has the hairband at the top of her head. So of course right now we have the head sculpt with the mask, but I'll give you guys a look at the other head sculpt without the mask a little bit later on. So here's a look at the chest piece. So I'm not entirely sure what the symbol is on her chest, but yeah, it looks great and it's very screen accurate. I also really like how they did the shoulders. Some 2B figures just don't get the shoulders right, but on this figure, it's absolutely perfect. And so here's a look at the arms, and we have these nice feathers just right at the elbow, which are actually kind of made out of like a softer piece of plastic, so yeah, they're not too rigid, which is really good because they can actually bend a bit, so yeah, they're not too fragile. I really like how they sculpted her hands. It looks very elegant. And these silver parts on her sleeves are kind of shiny, which is kind of cool. It just adds to a nice effect. And here's a look at the other arm, which is pretty much the exact same, but this hand is holding the sword. I can't fully remember the name. Is it the Virtuous Contract or the Virtuous Treaty? I can't fully remember, so let me know in the comments what's the name of the sword. I really wish the figure came with more weapons. This is the only weapon that comes with both versions of this figure, so yeah, it's a bit of a shame really. And so here's a look at the bottom of the dress piece. I mean, just look at all these details. It's really nicely done. And so here's a look at her legs. So the heels are actually really nicely textured. It looks like they're made out of leather, which is pretty insane. I mean, this statue is entirely made out of PVC plastic, but yeah, these heels, they really do give the illusion as if it's made out of leather. And so here's just a quick look at the robot, or the android, whatever you want to call him. But yeah, really nicely done. So it's pretty cool because this robot actually has a bit of articulation. It's got a hinge joint around the arms, so yeah, you can kind of move it about, which is really cool. It's also got a very nice paint job. It looks very metallic. And so here's a look at the side of 2B. So we have a nice profile of her face. Man, I love this head sculpt so much. This is just such a nice head sculpt. I really can't get over how well made this head sculpt is. It really looks like they pulled the statue straight from the game. It's just so screen accurate. And so here's a look at the chest piece. And so once again, we have the symbol on her chest. And she's also shown a bit of skin in there, as you guys can see. And here's a better look at the side of the skirt piece. So once again, we have all these nice folds and creases, just intricately detailed on the statue. I just can't get over the detail. It's just such a nice statue, guys. And so here's a better look at the hand holding the sword. And so here's a look at the legs and her heels. Alright, and so here's a look at 2B from the other side. Once again, guys, such a nice head sculpt. I've said that so many times by now, but I really mean it, guys. This is such a nice head sculpt. And so here's a better look at the feathers around her elbow. And as I mentioned, they're kind of soft, so yeah, they're kind of bendy. Moving down here to the hands. It's not just a flat hand, there's actually some expression in there. And moving down here to the legs. I mean, look at all those folds and creases. I think it looks very realistic. And once again, we have the bottom of her heels and the display stand. So here's a look at the back of the figure. And here we have the hairpiece. I mean, we can really admire all the sculpting work that went into this statue. I don't know who sculpted this statue, but whoever did an absolutely fantastic job. And so here's just a quick look at the back. There's also quite nice muscle definition at her back, which I think looks quite realistic. I really appreciate this detail. And so moving down here to the arm, and here we have the hand holding the blade. And so here's a look at the back of her heels and the back of the display stand. And so here's just a quick time lapse at how we switch out the body. So it's pretty straightforward. I really didn't have any issues. As long as you follow the instructions, you really shouldn't have a problem. So yeah, super easy and super quick to switch out the pieces for the deluxe version. Okay, and so here we have the figure with the deluxe body pieces. So guys, I gotta say, this version looks absolutely incredible. I think this version looks almost better than the standard version. I mean, the sculpting was already good on the standard version, but this version has even better sculpting, and the paint job on the skin is really outstanding. So yeah guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the deluxe version of 2B. Alright, and so here's a look at the head sculpt. So yeah, for the most part, it's pretty much the exact same head sculpt, just without the mask. But yeah, I mean, what can I say, guys? I mean, just look at those eyes, look at the paint job. The eyes are painted a very light blue type of colour, which looks absolutely beautiful. It's just such an aesthetically pleasing looking head sculpt, and they've really done an amazing job. I mean, there's absolutely no paint issues with this statue whatsoever. Once again, the lips are painted a nice pink colour, and they've got a nice bit of gloss on them too. And of course, she has the freckle detail just right below her lip. She's wearing this white undergarment underneath her dress piece, which is kind of shiny looking. It looks really good. And so here's a look at her legs. And I mean, guys, just look at the paint job here. This is really incredible painting. I mean, it looks super realistic. I just don't understand how they did such a good job. I'm just really blown away by this piece. So yeah, for the most part, this torso piece is the biggest difference on this entire statue. So yeah, there's a look at her hips. And once again, down here's a look at her legs and her heels, which are pretty much the exact same. And so just a quick look at the side of the figure with this head sculpt. So as I mentioned, it's pretty much the exact same head sculpt, just without the mask. But yeah, really nice job here. And so here's a look at the body with the alternate torso piece. And here's a look at the details around her hips and her legs. And so just a quick look at this side of the alternate head sculpts. So yeah, really not much of a difference here. It pretty much looks the exact same as the standard head sculpt on this side. I think this version looks almost better. The skin tone is just so nicely done. And so just a super quick look at the back of the alternate head sculpt, just in case you guys want to check it out. So yeah, once again, it's pretty much the exact same looking as the standard edition from the back. Alright, so here's a look at the back of the torso piece. So I'm not going to be able to show the back fully, otherwise this video would probably get taken down, so I'm going to be super careful here and just briefly show you guys. So I hope you guys don't mind too much, but yeah, here's a quick look at the back of this alternate body piece. Once again, I love the paint job, I love the sculpt, and yeah, I think it looks great. So yeah, there's a look at the back of the figure. So here's just a super quick size comparison with another 2B figure. So of course right here, we have the Flare 1/6 scale 2B. Such a nice piece. I mean, I don't think anything can beat this 2B figure. This is just such a nice piece. And right here, we have the Bring Arts Nier Automata 2B 2.0. Which, as you can see, is a super small figure. I mean, this figure is tiny compared to this Flare version. So yeah guys, there's a quick size comparison. Hope this helped. So guys, that was a look at the Flare Nier Automata 2B. This is an absolutely incredible piece. If you guys are a big fan of Nier Automata or 2B, then I highly recommend the statue. You will absolutely love it. So yes, I 100% recommend the statue. You will not be disappointed. So anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. So leave a suggestion in the comments below for what video you guys want to see next. If you're new to my videos, check out my channel for more content, and be sure to subscribe if you guys haven't already. So yeah, thanks for watching, you guys are awesome, and yeah, I will catch you guys on the next video. Alright, take it easy guys.